Well, we've been joined by Mr. Nalinikanth Gollagunta. He's the CEO of Mahindra and Mahindra's automotive division. So many thanks being to NDTV Profit.
Pleasure to be here.
It will be like a double Diwali bonanza for the customers. But from a company's point of view, how do you look at the GST rate cuts? And you were the first ones to pass it on to the consumers. So how do you look at the entire GST cut for your company?
Yeah, so GST 2.0, as we are calling it for us, it's actually a benefit that the government has aimed for the customers to improve consumption. That should benefit all the different industries. Auto is definitely one of them. If you take our portfolio, about 60% of portfolio are the larger vehicles, where we traditionally have paid a GST around 48% to 50%. And that comes down to 40%, the significant benefit for the customers there. The rest of the portfolio, which is about 40%, there the benefit is anywhere from 12 to 13% or 11 to 13% if you look at it. You go from 31, 28% down to 18%. So there's a benefit there as well across the board. So, and it's substantive. You're looking at anywhere between, at the highest level, at 1.57 lakhs of benefit on some of the vehicles, 1.45 on 700. So we believe that it will be exciting for the customers, and wherever there's consumption and growth happening, it's good for the company as well. So we really welcome it.
Right. So how do you plan to meet the pent-up demand as well as a festive demand? And this has come in that point in time when, from a dealership perspective, there are many dealers across the country that are not accepting dispatches from OEMs. So within these scheme of things, how do you plan to tackle out this issue?
Yeah, so we have taken a fairly prudent approach in terms of dispatches, even in our August numbers. So we actually, when you see the press release we put out end of August, we said that we're getting a cautious approach on the larger vehicles because the visibility around cess wasn't there at that point in time, and it's still something we are working with the government to see where we are. So we have ensured that the dealers are not burdened with additional stock. And the scheme that you talked about, that we have actually put out a scheme from 6th September where the customer doesn't have to wait to get the GST benefit. The exact same of benefit the customer gets from 22nd September, same quantum of benefit we are giving through schemes from 6th September. And that's created enough excitement to the market in terms of walk-ins, in terms of inquiries. And we are hoping that will help clear out some of the inventories for the dealers and reduce the stress they have.
Right. But don't you feel that it might be a logistical challenge for OEMs like Mahindra and Mahindra, considering that, you'll have to supply so many new cars to dealerships? How would you manage that?
Yeah, so those are some of the areas we're working on at this point in time. Like I said, that it's just been a couple of weeks since this has come out, and we are confident that we'll find some ways to solve for that. And again, that's something the company is focused on.
Right. And how much, more growth are you expecting after this GST rate cut? How will it affect the book of the company?
Yeah, so if you saw our projections we put out at the beginning of the year, we are already put on an aggressive number, which is mid to high teens growth. In the backdrop of what the industry would have been 2 to 3% growth, there is fairly aggressive numbers we have taken. So in our view, the GST benefit should help us achieve that number. Beyond that, it's too early for us to say whether we're going to get additional numbers at this point in time, but we are confident that the mid to high teens volume growth we had projected, we'll be able